श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। So what is Uttamam Satyam? Na kaschid jayate jivaha sambhavovasya na vidyate etad taduttamam satyam yatra kinchin na jayate. 71st Śloka is over. 72nd. Chittaspanditame vedam grahya grahakavadvayam Chittam nirvishayam nityam asangam tena kirtitam. Chittam spanditame vedam grahya grahakavadvayam Chittam nirvishayam nityam asangam tena kirtitam. Sarvam grahya grahakavat chittaspanditameva dvayam chittam paramatataha atma eva yati nirvishayam tena nirvishayatvena nityam asangam kirtitam. Asang yoyam purushaha iti shrutehe sa vishayasya hi vishaye sangaha nirvishayatvat chittam asangam ityartaha. Wonderful. It says chittaspanditam. That means what? See, this idea, the entire duality, what is seen is nothing but it is divided or characterized by only one subject and object relationship. कोई देखने वाला है, कुछ देखने की चीज है, बस इतना ही है ना. अब देखो, the duality. For me, you are all seen, माने दृश्य. For you, everything else is दृश्य. Meaning, other than subject-object relationship, there is nothing in the world. Everything is brought under one relationship. What is that? Subject and object. Bas itna hi. And that subject-object dichotomy is due to vibration of consciousness or chittam. That means this vibration is creating this duality of the division of duality. Something is a perceiver, the perceived, knower, the known, seer, the seen, smeller, the smelt, toucher and the touched, feeler and the felt, thinker and the thought. So, chittaspanditam eva idam. What is that? Chittaspandhitameva. Entire thing is nothing but vibration of consciousness. Consciousness means chitta. Chitta means consciousness alone. And how is this? This grahya grahakavat. The entire dichotomy is like perceiver and the perceived. So, therefore, sarvam dvayam. Dekhiye, sarvam grahya grahakavat chittaspanditam eva dvayam. So, sarvam dvayam, all duality. Sarvam dvayam, what is that? Grahya grahakavat chittaspanditam eva. You see? Grahya grahakavat, like a subject and the object. Grahaka, subject, grahya, the object. Other than this kind of relationship between the me and the world around, subject and the object. In the dream also subject and the object, waking also subject and the object. In the deep sleep only I don't exist. In the sense, as an individual, I merge, because that state is different. This entire thing, there also in deep sleep also, there are small subtle vrittis of mind is always there. Slight vibrations, very minimum. Therefore, here, all dvayam is nothing but spanditameva. Eva means alone. It is surely, without doubt, vibration of consciousness alone. There is nothing called Vishaya Vastu. See, wonderful. So, Dvayam. What is that? Chittam. Chittam Paramartataha Atma Eva Iti. Then what is the nature of Chitta? Mind. From the standpoint of reality, what we have been calling as mind is actually supreme reality. That is, Chittam Paramartataha Atma Eva. One's own self. Atma alone is Chittam. See? Keep your phone now. Hello. Everything is chitta spanditam. Wonderful it is. If you really think about it. Meaning, see, only one something called chittam, vibrating, and there is a division created. Experiencer, experienced. Perceiver, the perceived. Paramartataha Atma Eva Iti. Iti nirvishayam tena nirvishayatvena kirtitam. Meaning, actually, ultimate point of view, consciousness is nothing but the self, and therefore, nirvishayam. Nirvishayam means it is without any vishayatva. Vishayatva means without any objects. Chittame, there is no objects present. Think. Just as space is untouched by the forms that exist in space, but this example is actually not correct. Because we think that the objects which are in the space is different from the space. But their objects in the chittam, they are not different from the chittam, but chittam is not touched by those objects. Those objects are not brought from somewhere else. It's a very mysterious way that is chitta only taking the shape of the object, but actually it is nirvishayatvam from the point of essence. Nirvishayatvam means it carries no contents. Again, if you really understand all these things systematically, our meditation becomes easy. There is no fight. Oh, negative positive thoughts and negative thoughts, bhagav. Then, if you really see everything, there is nothing negative, nothing positive, just all chitta spanditam. And when you withdraw, that this unwanted vibrations in the mind, chittam, all get subsided. Everything become subsided. They subside. Beautiful, beautiful existence it is. Therefore, tena means as a consequence of that, chittam is nirvashyam, atma eva iti. What is atma or chittam? Chittam is atma and chittam is nirvashayam. Because it is atma only, nirvashayam only, meaning there is no vishayatvam, objects in the consciousness. There is nothing. Therefore, tena, as a consequence of that, tena nirvishayatvena. Nirvishayatvena, because it is being without objects. Because Vishayatva doesn't exist in the mind. Nirvishayatvena nityam asangam kirtitam. It is always declared kirtitam. What is that? It is eternal and asanga. Completely detached. No relationship. See? Asanga. Sanga means relation. Asanga without any relationships. This is very, very interesting. You see, this mind itself being divided. One become experiencer, other is experienced. Like a dream. In the dream, very thing. One part become the knower, other is the known. One is the perceiver, other is the perceived. Then I feel that the perceived is different from me. Then I want to struggle to get that perceived things. Then I feel all those who are objecting to in my recovery or in my gain, and they become enemies, another duality. So much of thoughts we create, and cocooned, that's a very good word it is, cocooned by one's own self-aggrandized, foolishly aggrandized, stupidly calculated, self-destructive thoughts of duality, and so much of the heap of thoughts that we create, and that the perceiver is none other than the perceived and perceiver is a dichotomy, doesn't exist, and none of the objects can ever touch the consciousness, and chittam itself is pure consciousness or atma, everything is forgotten, and I cocooned, and then I started living in my own self-created imaginations and become huge load, burden, and whole life becomes burden. See? Are you feeling it? Pagalpana hai Baba. So, this is actually tena nirvishayatvena nityam asangam kirtitam, because the mind is devoid of every object in it, and the vishayatva is not there. Actually speaking, it is same Atma or mind is called Kirtitam, declared as what? Asangam, Nityam, is eternal. Asangam. It can never touch any object. No Vishaya Vastu cannot touch. Why? Vishaya Vastu doesn't exist first of all. So, you see, in saying Vishaya Vastu, sense objects or objects do not touch the mind, that means first of all, this statement is valid only when there is something called objects and when there is something called mind, and these two are other than different from each other. Then they are the properties which can be, under the properties of which can be brought together, Sangi Bhav. What nonsense, and who is the me? So many conditions, meaning one false notion के ऊपर so many false notions we build. One बेवकूफ़ी का जो thought हम लेके इसके ऊपर बहुत सारा जो structure बना के रख देते हैं. See, one thought, I am body, if it is deeply rooted, how many complications come out of it? Think. Think about it. I am the body, one thought. Now, I am the body, the consequence you can write 1008, 1 lakh consequences you can write. First word, I am the body, means what? I am different from other bodies. Means what? I am the body, I should not die. See? Therefore, struggle for existence. Therefore, competition and jealousy. I want to be comfortable. Others are different. Then this thought, I am the body. Since I am the body and they are born to me. I am the mother or the father and they have grandfather or grandmother and they are all mine. They are all linked. They should not die. I should not die. I am the body. This I am the, and then constantly beautifying the body, attending to the body, trying to make seek attention of others towards my body, and all those activities that we conduct because I am the body, exclusive interest in eating, extraordinary pleasure in maintaining the beauty of the body. Gurudev says the filth packed in filth is called physical body. Parama Viragi, when you lectures, you listen, you get Vairagya only. And he will post-mortem the physical. Post-mortem means live mortem. It is not post-mortem. It is live mortem. What is live mortem? Post-mortem is after death, no? So it is called live mortem. Live mortem. Are you the bones? Are you the flesh? Are you the fecal matter? Are you the urine? Are you the nerves and veins? And then these are all the parts. We describe that as such a word. In that filth, packed in filth, covered by complex, that is complexion, that is skin. And you're fattening the skin, beautifying the skin, softening the skin, and trying to make it look beautiful, but inside you are nothing but filth packed in filth. Because Ayurveda Shastra, Mamsa, Majja, Rudhira, it says Sapta Dhatus with which the body is made. You would analyze that everything. सुनने वालों को इतना वैराग्य आ जाता है कि पूछो मत. भयंकर डिस्क्रिप्शन कर देते थे गुरुदेव. You don't believe, some people, even ladies, they take their sari and cover their nose and sit like that, as though it is badbu coming from there only. Yo karke. Why? Because we are so much identified with the body. We don't treat body as an instrument. And how much a conscious become, even 70, 80 years, you walk, maintain health is different, but maintaining health not to die, you understood? Whatever people go morning walk, you ask them, why are you morning walk? For health. But why should you have health? Tell me first of all. Are you so important to the world that you should live? Behind that fear is there. Cholesterol fear, blood pressure fear, sugar fear, triglycerides. So how long you want to protect this body? Exercise you do for health. But health for what? Health for service, health for sadhana. There is nothing. डर के मारे चलते रहते सुबह सुबह दौड़ो. So this entire activities, when I am the body, so many things have come. Let's see. But what is that? Asango ahi ayam purushaha iti shrutehe. The Shruti says this Purusha is there, Atma, that is Chittam, where there is no duality, there is no grahya grahaka dichotomy. There is no division of subject and object. Therefore, when all the objectivity is removed, there remains no subject. Because they are only with reference to each other. Because subject is there, there is object. Because there is object is there is subject. We saw yesterday, because the pot is there, knowledge of the pot. Because knowledge of the pot is there, pot is existing. It is so sa vishayasya hi vishayah vishaye sangaha. Meaning, it is only, sangha is only a mysterious word actually speaking. So anything that has its objects, svavishayatva, whatever has its own vastutva is there inside, that becomes connected with those objects. But isme vishayatva nahi hai na. There is no vishayatva inside. If vishayatva is there, something is there, then it can connect with vishaya. But it is not having anything inside, therefore it is nirvishaya. If there is objectivity, objects are present in the mind, then it can come in contact with other objects. See? Savishayasya hi vishaya sangaha. Savishayasya. But is nirvishaya. How can nirvishaya come in contact with savishaya? Which is again illusion. Therefore, nirvishayatvat chittam asangam ityarthaha. Because it is nirvishaya, meaning the consciousness is objectless. Nirvishaya, vishaya meaning nirvishaya brahma, subject, without there is nothing, without any object related it is. There is no vishaya which it can illumine. So chitta is nothing. Therefore, it is pure consciousness. It is unrelated. Nirvishayatvat. Because no objects in it, therefore it cannot be connected with those objects. And the consciousness is objectless. Therefore, it is asangam. Okay? Now the doubt is asked. What is it? You got understood or should I explain again? Not required, no? Very good. Nanu nirvishayatvena chet asangatvam chittasya na nisangata bhavati. Yasmat shasta shastram shishyasya iti evam adehe vishayasya vidyamanatvat. Now the question is asked. Nanu. Sir, or ek doubt hai. What? Nanu nirvishayatvena chet asangatvam chittasya. Because the objectless is of the vishaya, nirvishaya chittam, and therefore it is asangam. There is no sangha, it can't be attached to anything because there is no objectivity or objects in that. Therefore, ched asangatvam chittasya na nisangata bhavati. Kyunki yasmat shasta shastram shishyascha. See, these three are there now. Meaning, if you say that the objectless, meaning nisangata ke karana, nisangata means it is without objects, then what? There can be no freedom from any relationship, you see. Na nisangata bhavati, then meaning there can be no freedom. Because why? Why? There are existing some objects like Shastra, Guru, student, and Shastra, scripture. Teacher, student, and scripture. These three are existing or not? If you say absolutely nisangata, these three also don't exist. Because these three are existing, so you cannot say completely there is actually no freedom for the mind from sangatva. Because these three are existing. How can you make the mind absolutely free? When absolutely free means you should not have any This kind of teacher, student, scripture, these also will go for a sixer. Is it not? Think. But our Shastra says, even this is also illusion. Because Brahma can never be the subject matter or Vishaya. वेद का विषय ब्रह्म और धर्म हम तो कह तो देते हैं, बट इट इज ओनली अविद्या दृष्टिया. अविद्यावान के लिए ही ब्रह्म इज अ सब्जेक्ट मैटर ऑफ वेद. यत्र वेदः अवेद भवति. सी वेर वेद डजंट बिकम वेद, मीनिंग डजंट एग्जिस्ट एज वेद, मीनिंग there is, that is the beauty, that everything is only from the standpoint of avidya. This is the teacher, student, shastra also is avidya only. अविद्या के कारण ही इसका अस्तित्व है. हम नहीं मानते उसको भी. ठीक है? बिकॉज सी, अब जो भी आप सिद्धांत को पकड़ते हैं, वैसे वॉट एवर यू होल्ड ऑन टू, एनी थियरी, एनी सिद्धांत और प्रिंसिपल, सी यू टेक द Kanada or Vaisheshika, their principles, matter, Atma is this one substance, there is its own properties, guna, and lakshana is there, and you try to establish that. So a lot of struggle is there. One is dravya and guna. So we try to establish for every dravya is there, we have to establish dravyatva, dravya. We also establish the substance, dravya substance, and guna quality. Substance and quality, everything you have to. But the question is now, if you try to analyze why this is brought, actually Guru, Shastra, teacher, from the standpoint of the truth or absolute reality, even these three don't exist. But it is accepted. Because there is somebody who is caught up. An individual created is caught up, so he has to be liberated, so this is given. Guru, like how are they like that? Just like the dirt on the body, if you want to remove, we use soap, is it not? And afterwards, soap also to be washed away. We can't keep the soap on the body. So, what is a soap? Another kind of dirt. What is dirt? Another one kind of dirt. One kind of impurity is called dirt. And same mud, another thing is created impurity, substance, it is called as soap. Think. And that soap is applied on the body. Why? To remove the dirt. Afterwards, you keep the soap. Soap also is washed away. Sabun lag gaya. Hari, you must have adar and prem towards soap, no? Which is removed the dirt on your body. Why don't you keep it and go everywhere? Foam everything, from the foam, ears and nose and everywhere. Why don't you go like that? We throw them away. It is only temporarily accepted, temporarily removed. In fact, these three also is an illusion. We don't say, well, Veda, Vishaya is Brahma, that also we don't say. We say from the avidya point of view only. Nistraigunyo bhava Arjuna, Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha. When it is everything is dream, then what is the importance of teacher? Because they roar. Why? When you are in dream, a lion's roar is always helpful in waking you up. Though it is a dream lion roaring in the dream, but the dream lion helping you to wake up. That means dream lion has capacity to wake you up. Now see the tamasha. Now see. So it's a dream lion. Okay. Similarly, that's why they are all called as Vedanta Simha. Simha Garjana. Why Vedanta Simha Garjana? When the Vivekananda, Gurudev, great Mahatmas, they Garjana, they roared. Why did they roar? Because when all of us in the dream state, we can wake up unable to bear the terrible roar, scary, heart-rendering experience of the dream. If the dream is very comfortable, nobody wants to come out. Therefore, we also don't accept. So don't talk about duality. And these three, see, other Siddhanta, not Advaita Vedanta. Other people say that according to them, there is a Guru, there is a Shastra, the Brahma is a subject matter of Veda. They accept Veda, there is Hapsam, so Atma means so many qualities are there, and these things are all, they have Siddhanta. So they think and they propose, they thought, they always advise that this kind of duality is existing. But what our Acharya says, just because others say, other system of schools of thought say that the reality is not absolute in that sense. It has its own, this entire duality is in the reality, should be accepted. This is our thought. Just because others say, we don't accept. Why? Gurudev gives an example that no democracy can work with respect to supreme reality. Democracy with respect to in proving the existence of supreme reality, democracy doesn't work. Whether you vote for it or against it, it is untouched and it is a fact. See. So whether you vote for the Advaita Siddhanta or not, or you may think that the duality is there, or any times of this kind of duality, or call that it can be known, guna, substance, dravya. Actually speaking, our Vedanta, Advaita, ultimately if you really think through Nyaya will help you in thinking. What? Through logic. What is that? See, for example, there is no object can be proved on the strength of its own without in relation with something else. This is what we saw. Meaning no vastu object's existence can be proved on the strength of the own vastu or own object. On the strength of the same object, that object, the presence of the object cannot be justified, cannot be proved. On the strength of its own object, you cannot prove the object's existence. Think. Now see, for example, dravya is there. Substance, guna is there, quality. Now see, for example, dravya, a substance is always recognized by the quality, is it not? Without the quality, can you recognize the substance? And can quality exist without the substance? So guna or quality cannot exist without the support of a substance. Substance can never be known without the quality or guna of the substance. Now, anyonya ashraya is okay. Okay. Think. Fire exists because of burning power. Burning power is felt only because of fire. It's like that. So guna and dravya. Therefore, anyonyashraya. If really inquire into the nature of these things, in fact, no vastu can be proved on the strength of its own. And the relationship is an illusion. That is what is going to be explained in the next verse. Yosti kalpita samvritya paramarthena nastyasau paratantravisamvritya स्यान्नास्ति परमार्थतः योऽस्ति कल्पितसंवृत्त्या परमार्थेन नास्त्यसौ परतन्त्राभिसंवृत्त्या स्यान्नास्ति परमार्थतः. Wonderful. देखिए, now see. यह पदार्थः शास्त्रादि विद्यते स कल्पितसंवृत्त्या कल्पिता च सा परमार्थ प्रतिपत्ति उपायत्वेन संवृतिः च सा तया ये अस्ति परमार्थेन नास्ति असौ न विद्यते नास्त्यसौ न विद्यते ज्ञाते द्वैतं न विद्यत इति युक्तं यश्च परतंत्र अभिसंवृत्त्या परशास्त्र व्यवहारेण स्यात् पदार्थः स परमार्थतः निरूप्यमाणो नास्त्येव तेन युक्तं उक्तम असंगम तेन कीर्तितम इति. Now see. That means what? Sa padartha. Padartha, an object. Shastradi, a scripture example, for example. Padartha, Shastradi, anything, whatever exists. Yaha, padartha, an object, a scripture, etc. यह विद्यते पदार्थः शास्त्रादि पदार्थः यह विद्यते मीनिंग एन ऑब्जेक्ट अ स्क्रिप्चर फॉर इंस्टेंस विच इज एग्जिस्टिंग विद्यते विच इज नोन विच एग्जिस्ट सी हाउ इट इज एग्जिस्टिंग कल्पित संवृत्त्या एग्जिस्टिंग इट इज एग्जिस्टिंग विद्यते नोन थ्रू इल्यूजन कल्पित संवृत्त्या संवृत्ति मीन्स इल्यूजन विसा. So, Kalpita Samvritya means it is because of an fancied, imagined, empirical look, empirical outlook. Meaning, empirical outlook means simply Vyavahara Satyam. So, Kalpita Samvriti. So, through Kalpita, imagined Samvritya is an illusion, imagination, empirical outlook, Samvriti, empirical outlook. So, through that imagination and empirical outlook in this world, I see or I prove, I feel that a vastu is existing. How it is created? Through illusion. See? Ya padartha, padartha means shastradi, vidyate, which is known to exist. Saha kalpita samvritya, which is known to exist only through imagination, because of imagined or empirical outlook. See, what is that? Because of answer. That is, meaning a vastu, an object is existing on the strength of empirical experience. Meaning, a vastu is existing because you are experiencing it. Because if you don't see it, you don't exist. Meaning, it's very illusory. You are experiencing it. From the truth point of view, it doesn't exist. See? Kalpita samvritya, kalpita chasa, paramartha pratipatti upayatvena. And why it is in empirical outlook, kalpita, why it is imagined? Because Paramatma kalpita chasa, paramartha pratipatti upayatvena. Meaning, that is imagined as what? As a means for the attainment of highest object. Which is imagined? Guru, teacher. The Advaita के बारे में जो प्रश्न उठाया पूर्व पक्षी ने कि ये यहाँ पे ये तीन हैं, शास्त्र है, शास्त्रा माने पढ़ाने वाला, और शास्त्र द स्क्रिप्चर, और शिष्य These three are there. Therefore, how can you call? There is no duality. At least these three also will become then redundant. No. Paramartha praptupayatvena. It is only accepted to attain the supreme means. Temporarily accepted. Otherwise, our own Veda says, Yatra Vedaha Aveda Bhavati. Vedas also we don't accept ultimately. Because Veda, subject matter Veda Brahma. No, Brahma is not Vishayatva. Vishaya. Brahma cannot become subject of something for somebody's objects or object of perception or object of knowing. No, it cannot be. It is Nirvishaya. So, Paramartha Pratipatti Kalpita Chasa, that is imagined. For what? Paramartha Pratipatti Upayatvena. It is only imagined as a means to attain the highest abode. Imagination. Like one imagination is removed by other imagination, contrary imagination. Think. The treatment in psychological cases. What is the mental disease? Uncontrollable imaginations in an individual, you become mad. Controllable imaginations, you are called as human being. Actually, this is another madness. We think that we are not mad. Actually, we are all mad only. So, pagal. Actually, you see how Bhagavan, he says a maze. We are all living in a maze of Maya. And those who are outside it and they are watching us. Imagine a big, like, fishes you watch, no? In a big, suppose round globe type glass case is there. And water is filled with half. And so many fishes are floating. And it is kept in a beautiful way. Don't touch with a simple thing. With a cordoned off area, but you have gone there and you are watching. Watch or not? Watching, na? Yes. Now you watch human beings like that. Everybody in that glass case. And you come out of it and watch. Go to mental hospital. The interval period, there are games period, sport period, mein chhod do. Then you see them. Even though the one who is speaking normally actually is mad. You think he is not mad. Till doctor comes and tells he is extremely mad case, therefore he appears to be talking normal. Please be careful. हम ऐसे ही है. So, one imagination to other imagination, I have to give some other imagination. That imagination is brought, but both are thrown out afterwards. Because there is no upayoga. So, Shastra is brought to remove ignorance. Avidya is removed, Shastra thrown out. Guru is brought, taught, made us realize. Thereafter, Guru doesn't exist. Thrown out. Think. So, Paramartha Pratipatti Upayatvena. It's very important. Only for that only, these are all accepted. Not from the stand. Taya samvritya. Taya meaning samvritya. Taya meaning that which is imagined through illusion or empirical outlook. That which is accepted. Yo asti. Mane samvritya yo asti. That which is existing only as an illusion. Samvriti. Mane that anything that is existing by virtue of this kind of illusion, temporary accepted imagination, empirical outlook, paramarthana nasti asau na vidyate. Meaning paramarthataha it doesn't exist. That which you accepted temporarily, in reality, it doesn't exist. Think. Na vidyate, that has no existence from the standpoint of absolute. Therefore, jnate dvaitam na vidyata iti uktam. It was said earlier already in the Karika, first chapter, 18th Śloka, jnate dvaitam na vidyate. I mean, jnate meaning jnate, one who is awakened to the pure consciousness, dvaitam na vidyate. Once you know the truth, dvaitam na vidyate. So from the accepted is temporarily only. Yascha, moreover, paratantra abhisamvritya parashastra vyavaharena syat padartha sa paramartatha nirupyamano nastyeva. Now see, Acharya says all the shastras, all the siddhanta, Vaisheshika, Nyaya, so many siddhantas are there. They say, they try to prove the existence of the Paramatma in terms of duality. There cannot be an absolute. There is a Lakshana is there. There is so many things are there, everything. So there Parashastra. So Acharya says, Śloka mein yahan pe, Paratantra abhisamvritya. Paratantra abhisamvritya means Parashastra vyavaharena. Meaning, anything that which is existing on the strength of the empirical outlook. Empirical outlook that is supported by other systems, Parashastra. Parashastra abhisamvritya. Parashastra meaning Paravyavaharena syat. Paravyavaharena abhisamvritya. Abhisamvriti means empirical outlook. Parashastra supported by other shastras, other siddhantas that may exist. Syat padartha. According to them, they may try to prove they wanted that may exist because of the thought, because of the thought systems of schools of thought. One school of thought may say, and because of that, they may bring duality into existence. But that which is existing as an empirical outlook from the other schools brought by other schools of system of thought, in fact, sa paramartatah nirupyamano nastyeva. It cannot be proved from the standpoint of reality. Just because others speak so many things, it is an empirical outlook only. Because Dasha said, you cannot prove the substance as substance, quality as quality, all is anyonya ashray. So therefore, independently does they exist? No. This we saw. In relation they exist. And that existence is mithya. It is not from the standpoint of highest reality. Nastyeva. Tena, therefore, yuktam. Yuktam means it is properly said. What did they say? Hence it is declared to be without. Tena yuktam. Uktam asangam tena kirtitam. Therefore it is tena asangam tena kirtitam iti. Therefore in the last verse it is said, 72 verse, it is declared to be without relationships. Meaning this Atma Tattva cannot be related, and everything is, including the Shastra teacher, this is only duality, temporarily accepted for the sake of the disciples' upliftment. But in fact, from the standpoint of truth, even any trace of duality we don't accept. That is the meaning. So, then another doubt is asked, Nanu Shastradinam Samvritatve Ajaha iti iyam api kalpana samvriti syat. Now see, when you say Shastradi ko vyavaharik manne par, meaning if you are accepting samvrititva, Shastradinam samvriti, no, Shastra etc. also only for vyavahara sake we are taken, empirical outlook, not from the standpoint of reality. Then what happens? Shastra only says ajaha. So iti iyamapi kalpana samvriti syat. Then Shastra mentions that reality is ajaha, birthless. When that birthlessness of Atma also could be imagination by Shastra. Whole Shastra you rejected. Why should you accept this? Sati satyam evam. Baat to theek hai. Because what we say ultimately we prove that Paramatma, to tell Paramatma is ajaha, this one, Sachidananda, this also we don't accept. This also we don't accept. ये बर्थलेस है, वो है, ये सब तुम्हारे लोगों को समझाने के. That also is only in relationship. So therefore, Paramatma cannot be called even Sachidananda also. But why did you call? ऐसा बस कुछ वही बेवकूफ़ पूछा तो बता देते हैं सत्य चित्त आनंद करके. फिर what is ultimate truth? Your own self. What is that? You realize. फिर परमात्मा आजा के जैसा बोलते हैं, वो तो हम व्यवहार के लिए बोल देते हैं, हम किसी को नहीं मानते. Tell me, which scripture can condemn its own self? Scripture. That is the beauty of this great culture. ठीक है, शुभम. Next month we will see from 21st April to 26th April. We will start from verse number 74. With a doubt we can start again. ननु शास्त्रादीनां संवृत्तित्वे अजः इति इयमपि कल्पना संवृत्ति स्यात् सत्यम एवं. Okay. Right. Now, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.